All right, what's going on, everybody? Clear sesh. Let's see how long we're in it before we get kicked. Right at the tail end of moose drink time, unfortunately. Kind of feeling moosey. We need to change loadouts. Oh, we still have the Hyperion in this loadout. Not that we're going to be shooting the 7mm a lot. We should probably get more ammo for it. Burnt Forest is my favorite part of this map. Oh, better now that you're here, Mr. Sims. Better now. Honestly, the whole reason I stream is legit just to hang out with you guys. It's a fun thing to do. But no, can't complain about the day. Wasn't too shabby at all. I also at one point had apparently turned my audio, like the sound effects in game, down. Didn't know it. I just thought I was going deaf, folks. I was like, man, I can't hear this game anymore. I can't hear stuff. I had the sound effects turned off. I'm a silly goose. Well, unfortunately for us, folks, I see nothing. So far. I mean, Yukon's a huge map. Yukon's actually a low-key banger. Golden, if you see this part or watching now, I would get Yukon just because it's a banger. Now, because we're in multiplayer, I don't want to go crazy. Like, if this was my own Yukon, I'd shoot every one of these dudes. But we're going to be cautious. We don't want to be rude. No one else has shot anything yet. I don't want to waste a potential kick on a non-diamond or trophy animal. So we're strictly trophy hunting right now, so we can try to zip around the map and try to cover as much ground as possible. I need to do the Yukon missions to where I can unlock the outpost up here. It's the best outpost on this map. I am feeling moosey though. I want to find some moose, and if this map doesn't work out, maybe we can go medbed or something. My medbed's completely unexplored. I bought it and never played on it, outside of a few lakes. We set up kind of a money grind on there, which I haven't done that in a while. I need to get in the habit of bringing Scent Killer with us, because it's somewhat helpful, I should say. Hoping maybe we could see some... This is just kind of a good area for everything that's on this map. Hey, that sounded like it was right in my head. Little level 3 moose. Fox is worth enough money to throw some lead at it, I reckon. Get some trigger time with the pistol. He got dealt with. I'm hoping the host changes time back just a little bit. this that same 4 we've been kicking up this whole time? I think the only downside, kind of similar to Medved, really any map, but especially Yukon. If you don't have all the outposts unlocked, it's brutal. It's a brutal unlock. Everybody's shooting a healthy amount of stuff now, so it seems kind of safe to squeeze the trigger on some things. Especially valuable stuff like bears and fox. We're not going to waste too much time on caribou unless they're 5s. Same with moose. Looking to see... Gray brown's regular. Okay, brown's rare for these guys. Man, I'm gonna complain about it probably for forever. Back in the day, in the good old days, in my Call of the Wild, you know, it actually told you if it was a rare or not, because it would just say common if it was a common. And then if it was a rare, it would name the fur type. But now just everything has a fur type, and it's like, what? Another 4 easy fox. Did we just miss? Oh, I bet we hit the tree. I'm actually shocked that the thing's still standing there. What is that? Another bear. That hit it. I don't know, maybe the Odin's gonna make me like this can gun. I really hope she just sits there long enough we can get a cool screen grab of her. I mean, she's got no clue we're here. Get close. Oh, if this works out, I would be so happy. Is this what we should do? Do the opposite? Instead of shooting animals, we shoot them with the camera? I mean, she's right freaking there. Lighting's not the best anymore. I think we did get a couple screenshots out of that. Darn, not the best. Got a good picture of her butt. Not terrible. Not gonna waste time on a little deer. All this is kind of tough at the time frame right now. This is just not a good time, I don't think, to be hunting Yukon. But we're giving her a shot. Oi, golden plug. I was just talking about you earlier in stream. You were contemplating on getting Yukon, and well, here we are. Beloved server host needs to change time, unfortunately. Maybe we'll get lucky and run into a diamond potential. Oh, first of 16 animals? Okay. Bet. Well, sometimes in old Barunga, excessive force is needed. I guess we can't cross here, and we're gonna have to go all the way around this stupid thing. Yup. Gotta pick the worst time for us to have a 16 animal challenge, because we're just not in the best area right now. I don't know, it's not bad, but it's not clear and open. Alright, we're 2 of 16. It's kind of hopeful we run into some caribou, maybe some bison down here, but nothing. I don't see this guy. Just gonna go check the tracks, make sure it's not a max weight. Or not. I don't know where the tracks are. Yeah, I guess the screenshots portion, that would make sense, I guess. We're hunting moose, grizzly bear, we're shooting all the stuff. I'm hoping we can kind of cheese it and shoot like 5 or 6 birds along the river just to blow this challenge out of the way. Nobody gets good enough on a herd of bison though, they could win that champ real quick. Give me just a second, folks. We might run into a tree. Watching the stream while going to the restroom, I was like, oh no, we're coming across a bridge. Gotta wrap this up. Oh my gosh. We gotta get over there, chat. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that might actually be a potential super rare. If that's the fur type, I think it is. Oh my goodness, I wish I would have checked the surrounding areas a little bit better. Good news is wind is reliable, and if they're just spooked by bullet sound, they're not going far. I cannot believe we just saw that, though. I really hope we get this guy before we get kicked or something wonky happens. The problem with the handgun is 200 meters is a weird zero to have. No! No, he changed time. No. What time do Red Fox drink? It's early in the morning, I know that. That's the worst thing ever. Yeah, they don't drink yet. Right now, they are currently feeding. Let's see, though, because we're such close proximity, he still might actually be here in the area. Fingers crossed that's what's going on. We got to pick up his track, though. That's absolutely vital. If it's still here, it's very possible that it poof gone. Which looks to be the case. So now I think what we're going to do is rush up here in this hillside where I think he went. Try to intentionally spook him. If he's in the area, I want to know where he's at. I mean, he could be anywhere in a 700-meter radius of us right now. I think it's pertinent for us to search for him. Got some fox tracks here, it looks like. Email. That's a good indicator, though. Direction. Travel. Hang on, hang on. Alright, they're close. There he is, folks. Oh my goodness. Oh no, did we somehow ruin him? Oh, I felt so comfortable with that. Kinda hope we just straight up missed him, honestly. I hope there's no blood here at all. I don't see blood. did this guy go? Okay, he's on a run this direction. That would make more sense if he went around us. Oh, I thought that was him. Where's your big friend at? He crossed the river? There's bears everywhere. Nope, that's the wrong track. Son of a gun. There he is. Where did this guy go? Are we backtracking too far? Are we going back to where he originally was? Where he's at a trot. I got to tell that he didn't. Imagine there's like a 9 legendary bear standing there. Surely we're backtracking him right now, right? Maybe he did cross the river and his other little friends are over here. The unfortunate part is we're going to keep pushing because of the wind. I don't have scent spray. There's not much we can really do about the situation. I could try to fast travel forward of them, but I've lost so many dimes doing that. There he is. There he is. Do I risk an on-the-move shot? I think we do, chat. He's down. Let's hope we didn't hit a headshot. So one huge downside to Yukon is this. This is ridiculous. Fingers crossed we didn't ruin him. Fingers crossed he's not a troll. Let's freaking go, baby. Dark red. Diamond red fox. Let's go. Random multiplayer session on Yukon. At first in the dark I thought he was a Mela, but Let's freaking go. Let's go win ourselves a competition, even though we just won the 9th there with a random diamond red fox in multiplayer. One of the harder diamonds to find and get. Got lucky just to stumble into one. We got saved by the missed shot, I'm telling you, folks. That first shot we took on him, that was 0 to a point. I think we would have hit way too high. I thought we winged him. Darn. I was hoping they wouldn't fly away all like that. That was intense. Oh, did I just back-to-back heart shot them? Like a boss. Nuked her, too. Where you going, sir? See, kids, if you want to make money fast, you just got to get good at the game. We're up to 8. Where's our nearest competition? 4. We're smoking it. Low-key, I hope someone sends me a message and like tries to call me a hacker. Back-to-back hard shots. Actually, three-peated on him. We O'Reilly'd him with hard shots. Oh man, that's kind of my challenge, folks. That's like right up my alley. We need to try that out at some point this evening. What do you say, folks? I actually genuinely love the Hunt Club beta challenges. Like, they're just fun. I don't know. They need to make this a permanent addition to the game. Let's get a 9 legendary bear. Come on now. Should we ease up the competition? Go for golds only? Or should we just finish this thing out right now? I guess there is a bridge literally right there. I'm at 11 of 16. Everyone, the closest is 4. So I mean, we got the comp right here. Actually, that's a big caribou. We need a. Can we cross close by? No. Dang. I guess we could go back around. I mean, that's the end competition though. Should do this with one of my own maps just to get some good respawns going. Oh, are you kidding me? We're getting kicked. I mean, at least we got the diamond red fox. Well, let's change gears just a little bit and try to get that daily hunting challenge done and out of the way. I know just the map to do it on as well. Let's go grab a bow. Okay, and now we're gonna go right up here. Heart shot can be kind of difficult with the bow, so we just gotta get them nice and close.
Nice. That outpost is one of the more recent ones. Don't get too used to all the modern comfort, especially if you plan on hiking in high altitude or in the valleys in the north. Oh, by the way, I took the liberty of leaving a backpack for you there. Feel free to use it, in case you're interested in helping out around the reserve.
Are you kidding me? They destroyed... Those beavers took my freaking tree stand. Are you kidding me? Do I have another one? Nope. Well, we got a tent. I guess I could... Nah, that'll just spook everything.
Cool. I thought it might come in handy. Let me explain what I mean by helping out. In a nutshell, our visitors can choose to take on various tasks to support the reserve during their stay. For that, we use notice boards to publish hunting challenges and competitions. There should be one just outside that outpost, if you want to go have a look.
I was hoping to grab another bow to carry with us, but... I mean, it's a solid map. What maps don't you have? I don't want to go set up in the pumpkin fields, honestly. You know, it's October. Let's do some pumpkin patch hunting. I was gonna rack a few rounds, but if we're wanting to be stealthy, probably shouldn't do that. This looks like the tree we're gonna set our tree stand up in. See what kind of views we've got here. We've got entirety of the pumpkin patch behind us. It's a blocked view of the pumpkin patch behind us. That being said, is much closer to the river. Oh, and the other side of the field is absolutely within range of the collar. Go ahead and set a marker there. I wish we could see just a bit further, honestly. Whatever the furthest distance we can actually see is, as close to the river as we can be. Seems to be out over here, maybe? Seems to be right about there. Let's jump down, go set down the collar, and then what we're going to do is we're actually going to go back to, actually we can, well, we don't have a tin on us, we just grabbed, darn. What we're going to do is go back to the outpost, grab all the hand collars, or mouth calls for these guys, and then we're going to start doing some fun stuff. Alright, let's go get set up. Now we're just gonna kind of hammer the calls and see what happens. What in the world? What in the world? Is there a bobcat nearby? There's no way he knows we're here. This is interesting. This is wild. Is that our first heart shot? We've got some interested customers at the other side of the field here. We're just hammering all the calls, trying to see what's around us, at least within 250 meters. Like right behind the tree in our blind spot here. Well, darn. To be honest, there's not a lot of action going on here, and I'm kind of disappointed by it. What in the world is going on here with these shots? Not seeing a thing. Fortunately, I think we got ourselves a bum spot. We did, in fact, get the heart shot on this guy, though. Golden, if you're still here, if you need sold on Yukon, we can eventually go back. I would like to try to beat this challenge, but if it's going to be, like, not possible, then I'll flip back to my own Yukon. Shooting bears was kind of fun. I mean, maybe we 180 it. Maybe we do hunt a water source. But it's just not open and clear enough, you know? We need a big open field. Like this one. Now the problem is we need to find ourselves a tree. Oh, darn it. We don't have a, I thought we did. Okie dokie. There we go. Where the heck can we put this guy? Okay, apparently that's not a deployable tree for some reason. That's frustrating. Surely you're a deployable tree. I just might cry right now, folks, because I just realized my e-collar's right here. Not with me. I wish we could auto pick that up. That's frustrating as crap. We might flip over to waiting for this. I don't know. I'm not having good luck. I was hoping we'd see more stuff here at the pumpkin patch. Maybe we should actually pick it up and head over here. That tree on top of the hill, depending on what the other side looks like a winner. Okay. She's not going to respond to that. Not while she's alert. We're gonna have to hope that this bush conceals us. I mean, we could sit here in the road, but I'd rather stand up, get a little bit of elevation. Oh, we got the hard shot. Let's go. There we go, another hard shot. Wait a minute, why is it not counting? Oh, it's gotta be the single shot. That one I did shoot twice, but the first one we hit clean. Huge downside is because we have this giant backpack on us, we sound about as loud as an actual four-wheeler, so big downside there. And we don't have the darn blind on us anyway. I don't know how far away we are from those. 135. Let's go and set it here. Crawl back up in our tree. Well, not literally. We'll just get inside of it, but we just need to get quiet again. Oh great, these trees don't hide us. kind of spamming all the calls, see if there's anything around. I'll say this, if we pull another heart shot off and it doesn't complete it, we're ditching this. Just not having any luck on the old... New England area. I don't know where everything's at. For bow hunting, honestly, having to just switch arrows way more is better than having to wear a backpack, so we're gonna ditch this thing. I think we're also gonna switch over to Layton Lakes as well. I don't know if I'm about this not shooting stuff. We did shoot 3 things that I thought we got heart shots on. It's not counting. I don't know. Got a lot of things in this little land bridge here over the years. I hope we can do it again here. Well, let's get back before we spook everything in the world here. Just because I know we spooked everything, I might change time back to noon. It feels a whole lot like we're going to give up on this challenge, folks. I mean, if we had stuff coming in and we were just missing shots, that'd be one thing, but we're getting ghosted right now. Let's jump over to Yukon and do some hunting on there. I might actually do some of the story just to try and get that zone unlocked. Now that we're not in multiplayer, we can go weapons hot.
Welcome to Loggers Point. 100 years ago or so, felled trees would be dragged down there. Then teams would strip them down and roll them into the river. Then they'd be bundled up and towed out to the sawmills. The outpost sits on top of the old workers' campsite. I know it might seem trivial, but can you take a look at the trash can and make sure that it's locked? It's a bear-proof trash can with a tricky catch. I don't want to take any chances. People often struggle to lock these heavy-duty trash cans, but if they leave it just a little bit open, all sorts of trouble could come sniffing around. I think we got lucky this time.
And just
Thanks
as a
for
nod
taking
to
care
this
of
map,
that.
we'll switch out the 300
Oh,
with
one
the
last
bolt
thing.
action 300.
Before you move on, can you take a look at the firewood inside the cabin? Damn, this is bad news. These logs have all the signs of a beetle infestation. Let me see if I can check in with the hunters who must have cut the firewood. I have the number for their satellite phone in the log somewhere. I'll get back to you.
It's a little snowy right now.
Once you're up top, enjoy the view. These towers are used mostly for fire watch duties. But when I'm at the top of one, normally I just want to put my feet up and enjoy the tranquility. I haven't had a chance to do that in a long time, though. I just found the number. I knew I had it here somewhere. I'll give the hunters who stayed here a call and see what they have to say. I'll call you back in a moment after I've landed. No answers from the hunters yet. I'll keep trying. There's an outpost in the forest to your northwest. If you follow the trail, you'll find it. I have a hunch that... Oh, phone's ringing. I'll call you back when I get some answers from these guys about where they cut the wood. Head to the forest outpost in the meantime. I'll bet that's where they were.
Good news is I've already got it unlocked.
Hey, I see you're near the forest outpost. Once you get up there, take a look in the cabin. There should be a backpack with some supplies in it. When you find it, just grab the whole pack. I had a chat with the hunters who chopped the logs you found at Loggers Point. Turns out that the cabin had been out of firewood, so they'd gone looking for a fallen tree to carve up. You are now in the same forest they were when they found our beetle-infested tree.
I was like, where's this backpack at?
That's the one. Once you're done at the outpost, take a look in the surrounding forest. Can you find any fallen trees in that area? The spruce bark beetles are a massive threat to Alaska's spruce forests at the moment.
Debating if I want to grab.
We haven't been hit as badly compared to some other Alaskan state parks. But I think that it may be time for a quarantine. Okay, so once you find a fallen tree, I want you to take a look at its bark. Does it look healthy? If so, it's probably not the tree we're looking for. This is the one. Okay, In that pack, you should have a canister of paint and a nozzle attachment. Use them to paint a big pink X on the tree. And let's take a look around to make sure the beetles haven't started to spread. If you see a spruce in the immediate vicinity of the fallen tree, mark it. And our forestry team will come out and take care of it. If it's untouched, they can just spray it with pesticides to protect it. If it's already infested, then they'll cut it down and haul it away for burning. Great job. I hope we don't need to cut these trees down, but it's the small price to pay to contain the beetles. There we go. Another tree marked. This reminds me of my summer breaks when I was a kid, helping out my dad at work. He was a tree surgeon down in Washington State. I used to resent him for making me go out there and work while my friends played back home. Eventually, those trips also included hunting lessons, and that made them my favorite parts of the summer. That should do. I'll get in touch with the foresters. They can investigate the area and cut down what they need to. I'll make sure that they also pick up the firewood at Loggers Point. Don't want to take any chances. Thanks for taking care of this. It's becoming a full-on phobia of mine that these beetles are going to destroy the forest here. We sprayed pesticides across the western edge of the forest as a preventative measure earlier this month. But any new chemicals in the air, soil, or water make me uneasy. You're going to be grabbing some samples out there, so one of our research teams can test the pesticides to make sure they aren't having any effect on the ecology. This was actually my wife Sandy's idea. She runs the Yukon Valley Nature Center, so she's working closely with a visiting research team. In the same bag that you found the paint, there should be some plastic sample containers. Could you bring them out to the wetlands? Muskeg is the word we use up here in Alaska. Welcome to Yukon Valley's wetlands. The last time I brought both of my daughters here to spot birds, they told me that all the bird spotting in the world wasn't worth the smell. Turned out that a bear had left a rotting moose carcass in the summer sun. I decided to spot birds somewhere else, just in case the bear came back for seconds. Watch your footing at the water's edge. It can be easy to slip and fall in. Just fill one of the containers you have with water. The pesticides we're using on the forest to prevent beetle infestation are effective, but I still have my doubts about the effects on other wildlife. The flats are one of our most biodiverse regions, so I can't risk introducing anything dangerous into the water or the food chain. Can you take some samples from the water beside the forest first? We sprayed a section of the forest's western edge last month, so I want to know if anything has changed since then.
The beer should be right on the other side of this hill. I don't know. He would scuba dive.
Nicely done. First time I was there, I misjudged how stable the edge of a pond was and ended up with one leg knee-deep in the water. I was a rookie at the time, and luckily nobody saw it happen. Can you grab a second sample from a body of water slightly further away from the forest?
Bolt action 300 still gets down. We're just gonna dirty ground those guys. Say what? That awkward moment when you don't have a scope. One shot, one kill. At least we got that guy. You never know. One of those rounds, one of these days is gonna hit. Anything in front of my crosshairs. I'm actually trying to get, just because we're here on Yukon, I'm wanting to go unlock. There's an outpost up here, and the only way to unlock it is actually to do the missions. And this is my favorite area in the map, so I want to unlock. I mean, I've got a 10 up there, but there's no need for it, you know? But as soon as we get this thing unlocked, I don't think it's too many missions further. We're going to, there it is.
Great. That should do for water samples. Next up, I need you to find me some animal droppings in this region. The muskeg is a hotbed of animal activity, so you should find droppings quite easily.
What am I gonna do?
If
Two
the
different
pesticides
species,
have
okay.
drifted out to the flats, I want to know if it's making it into the food chain. It's been a month since we sprayed, so there's been plenty of time for the pesticides to get out here.
Gotta find some tracks. You know, truth be told, because I do actually want to get eventually all the achievements from this game, boy, it's gonna be a struggle, because some of these missions, folks, are tough. Maybe we make it a series. Maybe I'll work on that and just kind of document the journey along the way. I can't find any other tracks at Moose. I'm gonna keep traveling south here, though. We might be able to run into some big moose.
That's what we're looking for. Perfect. Could you find a sample from a different species as well? It's better to grab a larger sample size while you're already there in the field.
I do love the dynamic weather on this map, man. There's not very many games out there that do it either. You'd think we'd find some critter's poop out here somewhere. Literally ain't crap out here. I think we were robbed on a hard shot, folks. I mean, there's bison out here. You'd think we'd find some poop somewhere. We've walked over a kilometer and have only found one pile of crap so far. Is my game broken? Is there no animals on it? Actually kind of shocked. We've seen nothing. Howdy, howdy. I just said that and look at the trail of destruction we've left behind. Nothing. No poop. We're literally looking for poop. I think the game... Oh. The game knows it. I'm getting really tired of those things just rocketing into the water. Who hasn't sent a 300 after a deuce? I feel like we need to change time. I've only seen moose and geese. I've not seen any other critter. Change time in the morning. What do we have? Just moose. What? Game just break? There's some bison. Go collect some of their poo. Hard shot him. Hard shot. Nope. I thought we got her. Alright, we gotta find these things poop.
That should do it. Now we'll be able to tell if anything larger than a fly is ingesting chemicals that we should be worried about. It's hard work wading through the muskeg, huh? I have a spot where you can drop the samples off, and I can easily pick them up. Oh, I just remembered. I've been speaking with my wife about the work you've been doing, and she mentioned a few tasks that she has on her plate that I think you could help her with. I gave her your number, so expect to hear from her. She's working on some very important studies at the moment. Hang on a second. I'm getting a call. Okay, I'm back. Slight change of plans. Before you drop off the samples, I need you to grab a hatchet from the outpost at the western edge of the flats. We have a bit of a situation out in the northwest corner of the reserve, and you're perfectly placed to take care of it. It looks like storms have weakened the roots of a tree, which is about to collapse onto the train tracks. Let me know when you grab the hatchet.
Trying to be. Didn't he say there was a hatchet in here?
You got the hatchet? Great. I hope our visitors haven't been using it to open their beans. You're gonna need a nice sharp edge. It's small, but it should do the job. There's a lake just to the north of the flats. I'll be flying over it on my way home. If you drop that stuff off there, I can jump out, grab it, and get it to one of our ecological research teams today, instead of you having to walk around with a bag full of droppings and swamp water.
It would make us go up here. I was hoping there's another area we could fast travel to, but we're gonna have to hike this one out, unfortunately. It's alright. It's actually a really good time to be hunting Yukon, so we could run into anything, so that's pretty cool. Exhibit A. Biggest downside to Yukon is these lakes that are unforgiving. They don't let you go across anywhere, and you gotta go miles out of the way. They're just gonna stand there. Exactly. Protected by that tree. What? Nice little money pit right there. Alright, somebody be right back. Here it is. We're stuck in a tree. I'm back as well, Golden. Okay, we're a lot closer than 500 meters now, at least. It's like I time traveled. And it's you guys that had to suffer for it. What was I supposed to do? Story missions. Yeah, I gotta drop the samples off, but where? Here?
The samples ready for pickup? Fantastic. I'll be over that way as soon as I can. I really appreciate the assistance. Hunting for droppings and wading into swamp water might not be glamorous or exciting, but it's part of a massive effort to maintain the balance of life out here. It makes a big difference.
Arnar. That's a...
You ready to head out to the tracks? Just knowing that tree is
Guess
hanging
so,
over
man.
the train track
They're
is making me
really
anxious.
impatient right now. We just traveled 400 million
It's a little bit
miles.
of a hike, but it's worth it to see the rail bridge. Let me know once you've found the tree. With any luck, it won't take you long to clear it out of the way.
Excessive force. Like how we're just getting a warning call. We just shot like 12 rounds and he's just like, oh, hey. Look at how much of my Yukon's not explored. It's quite a bit, actually. The bears, though, they tend to hang out on this river. And up in here. They're kind of sprinkled everywhere, honestly. It's a decent bear. 360. That's a poke. He's out there. Let's gonna aim right about there. He's going down. Imagine one of those is like a record breaker, like 425 meters or something crazy. I will say this about Yukon, if you play on it long enough, you are guaranteed to find a diamond. Early in the stream, we got that diamond, red fox. I was hoping he'd run the same way the air went. Just about the end of bear drink time. It might be the end of bear drink time. No, about 30 minutes. I mean, we've already got 6,000 score. Not too shabby. Oh, hello. Not the score really matters, but it like it's an indicator of like being successful in the hunt, I figure. Considering we spent an hour and a half literally just looking for piles of poop, I'd say we're doing pretty good. You get a 308 too, buddy.
You're getting close to the tree that's threatening to fall onto the tracks. I'm guessing it was loosened in a recent storm. Yukon Valley tends to get a few lightning storms each summer, but we do a thorough job of preparing. So we only saw a couple of small fires that went out on their own. Some of my team are still recording the after effects of the storms. I've heard reports of huge trees with deep roots that are now at precarious angles and might need to be cut down. We're lucky to have such isolated incidents. Other reserves have reported landslides. I've only ever seen one landslide in person, and that was from the air. Even from up there, it was a shocking display of natural force. It was all I could do to land the plane before the storm overtook me.
Oh, it's 308. I was like, how did he just not die? Hit him with a 308, not the 300. I like the way this gun looks. It's my favorite looking gun, maybe.
It's hard to tell what
But
caused
I
this
just
tree to
think
tip
the
over.
308 just doesn't do it.
I
for
guess
me in
the
this
big
game,
question
honestly.
is how to do this properly. But I trust you to get the job done. I hope you can make do with a hatchet.
I wish the railroad tracks weren't strobing out right now. That's insane.
great work out there. The train is behemoth. I honestly don't think a single tree would do more than dent it in a collision. But I'd rather not take the chance and risk a serious accident. Speaking of the train, it's due to pass by at any moment. I'd stay clear of the tracks if I were you.
Challenge accepted.
Keeping that railroad open is a big responsibility for us. Not only is it essential for a lot of trade out here, but the bridge brings tourists in from all over the place. I'd like a good picture of the bridge. One that we can put on our website. See if you can snap it while the train is passing over it.
Oh,
that'll look great.
Mission?
I used to come out to this corner of the reserve with my family. We'd spend long weekends camping, and I'd teach my youngest daughter, Kara, how to shoot. My older daughter, Deanna, was still an angry teenager who needed convincing to take part in any activity. She'd always be laughing and having fun by the end of the trip, though. Those trips are some of my favorite memories. It brought us all closer as a family. Being alone together. That looks like a good spot to take the photo. Here's me talking about my family vacations when I can't even remember the last time I had dinner with my wife. Her birthday was what? A month ago? I think I'm probably overdue to take her out somewhere nice.
Time of day is not very good. Lighting's terrible. Just wonder if with poor lighting we shouldn't just go full like symmetrical. I thought it said it had to have the train going over it.
That's the shot we needed. It's a shame we couldn't catch it with the train on top, but it's still good. I'll send this picture over to Sandy.
Dude, I'm not.
Her team takes care of the
You're
Yukon
not
Valley
paying me to wait
website.
all day for a train. I mean, I'll look for you, but we're not waiting on a train.
Next up, head over to an outpost that we're replacing. Not too far from where you are just now. The cabin was lost in the Teton forest fire 2 years ago. And we're in the process of replacing it with a temporary trailer, equipped with some more modern facilities. I saw the fires that tore through that forest, and I still struggle to accept just how quickly the landscape can transform into smoldering ash. Believe it or not, we got lucky. It could have been a lot worse. Maybe lucky isn't the right word. We lost too much. Due to the level of damage that was sustained by this area of the reserve, it has attracted several researchers who would like to perform long-term studies in the region. The Teton Forest will host our first research outpost trial. This is the Basri Memorial Outpost. Or at least it will be, once you get it up and running. Ranger Crawford has left the supplies that we need for the finishing touches. He was going to set it up himself, but his wife went into labor just as he got here, so he had to rush back to town. Oh, and in case you were unaware, Teton is a native word for wolf. The fire destroyed part of the forest, but the wolves are still out there. I'd make sure you keep your rifle fully loaded at all times while you're in wolf country. I look forward to your call when you find the outpost. The workstations look like they're ready to go. If this trial goes well, we might see more researchers setting up camp across the reserve. For now, though, let's get things powered up. The supplies will include fuel for the generator.
Mission accomplished. We just unlocked the outpost we've been going for. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I'm confused here. What's it want me to do? Oh, this guy? Huh? Going it on the side of the building here.
Just stick a little fuel in the generator and fire it up. And we're in business. Good. I'll let our researchers know they're welcome to visit when they're ready. Of course, you can sleep here and restock your supplies, just like any other outpost.
Alright, we got 4 Gs for that. Take it. Let's go early morning.
The outpost
time.
is just the first part of our restoration efforts. The supply should contain a couple of things that you're going to need for your next job. Planting new saplings. Take the bag of spruce saplings and the shovel, and let me mark a spot for you on your map. It's a tough road ahead for this part of the reserve. The fire burnt away a huge chunk of the forest. But with any luck, a program of replanting will gradually bring life back. I hope to see it happen in my lifetime.
I don't know if I agree with that, honestly. Forest fires can actually be pretty healthy for a forest. Probably just let nature do its thing. Outside of stopping it, of course, you should stop it at all costs, but what's done is done, you know? That's what's cool about this map, man. The snow's gonna melt. It hasn't. It's been snowy this entire time. You've not seen it in like full, like it looks almost like summertime almost. It's green. The mountains are beautiful. I don't know, you've probably seen Yukon, obviously, but just it's been snowy the entire time. Oh, we're 300 meters out from this. I wasn't gonna continue missions, but at this point. Excuse me, sir. Would you like a 308? Sir? I lost him.
I was in Teton Forest during the night of the fire. We predicted a few spots as potential fire sites, and we're doing our best to prepare. But there were too few of us and too much ground to cover. I sent most of the team away when the storm rolled over us. It was getting too dangerous. You're in the right spot. I haven't been out to that corner of the reserve for quite a while now.
No. Not a good time to not have a scope.
3 saplings should be enough for now. Can you see the shell of the old tree? It was the first casualty when it was struck by lightning and went up in flames. We lost more than trees that night. It took less than 5 minutes for the blaze to take hold and travel towards us. Our rookie trooper, Omid Badley, was the only one not accounted for. Badley! Where are you? When I found his radio, a part of me knew straight away that we'd lost him. I wanted to go further in and look for him, but the fire was impenetrable. The wall of heat was advancing and I couldn't stay there. I just made it out before the fire consumed where I'd been standing seconds before. We went back as soon as the fires had died down and started looking.
Very brutal ways.
We found him, but it was as we'd feared. The outpost here is dedicated to him. We all take a special interest in overseeing the restoration of the area where we lost him. Naturally, it was a tough time for the whole team, but it brought us closer together. We supported each other and Brassery's family. You do what you can, right? We devoted ourselves to our work, and we worked to ensure it never happens again. Today's undertaking to replace lost trees is another step in revitalizing Teton Forest. On my last flyby, I definitely saw some movement down there. Can you scout around for tracks in the burnt forest? I'm keen to see what animals are returning to the region.
Oh, we nuked her. 10 gauge slug. Didn't even come close to him. Did we just get into shotgun hunting with slugs? Did I just unlock another new interest in this game? Oh, that was a perfect heart shot too. The third species here, and then we're gonna boogie south and get to the bear hunt.
Finding tracks out there is a good sign. There might not be a lot of cover or food yet, but at least some animals are starting to come back. I don't have any more work for you out in Teton Forest, But I just received a message from a research team that could probably use a little assistance. Let me speak with them, and I'll be in touch with you shortly. I have a new job for you. One of Yukon Valley's research teams have asked if we can help them to fix a piece of the equipment they're using to track animals around the reserve. There is a box of parts that you'll need to pick up, sitting in one of our outposts. I'll mark it on your map.
No thanks, Ranger Bob. We're gonna go hunt
Normally,
some
I'd
grizzlies.
tell them we're too busy for this, but they need to wrap up their research before winter settles on the reserve. It'll be a much easier job if we help them out, and I'd like to keep working with them next year. I'll call you when you're getting close to the outpost.
We're gonna try out the slug gun. Something I'm typically not a fan of. It's not the best, but that was pretty good performance actually against a grizzly. Just because the spawns feel off. Yukon doesn't feel dead ever, and that Yukon felt dead.
I'm hoping that tech trials like this tracking system will help Yukon Valley stand out as a hub of scientific research here in Alaska. Speaking of research, I have your samples on board now. With any luck, I'll have them handed over for testing before the end of the day. You're close to the tower. Find the relay's control panel and open it up. Your replacement parts should slot right in. I guess now we'll find out just how much of an easy fix it is.
I don't know, that was kind of slick with it. I wish you could select your load in this. Just maybe like alternate. Actually, now that I think of it, that's kind of a dumb idea. It would serve zero purpose to be able to do that. Says it has 45 penetration. That's the same as the 300. But this has like 22 expansion, which is way more. Well, I'd have to look at that. They may be the same. Didn't come close. We're gonna have to aim pretty high. The bear couple was on Reventuli Coast. Need to take this to the range at some point and see just how far we can actually shoot with it. I have no idea outside of, well, 75 meters. I don't know where to aim. Almost just for like herd management purposes, I do not want to shoot that level 2 bear. Why am I not highlighting her? Weird, she's not going down at all. Oh, because we're shooting a third shot. Well, you know. That alternating thing, like I was just talking about. Most alive for me is still Reventilli Coast. That map, I'm like, you're never 200 meters away from something, man. There's things everywhere. This map is, I mean, as you can see, it's a good map. There's stuff literally all over the place. It's just, it's hard to traverse because, like, you really got to decide, you know, if you shoot something across the lake, is it worth traveling, you know, 8 kilometers around it just to get to it? I wish they would add snowshoe here to this map, though. Dang, that's a big herd of everything. Hello. Yeah, I have no clue where that round went. I mean, the speed at which we got those rounds off was nice. She's not even dropping in health. We nicked her, if anything. Keep getting tempted to shoot them at longer ranges with this gun, but we got to get a little bit closer for it to be effective. Okay, everything's stuck. Okay, right now slugs ain't it if it's doing this. I don't know where we're actually hitting, that's the problem. Maybe it just doesn't have enough oomph for penetration? I'm gonna go for like a headshot. No clue what that hit. Yeah, maybe you just gotta be super close. What is going on here? Is it really only effective at 50 meters? Guess we're lucky here that they're bugged out, because... Okay, what? I'm super curious what happened here. Yeah, we were shooting way low. At 150 meters, 0 for 150. I think the slugs have the same trajectory as the other shot. That's weird. I don't know, I plugged this dude at 0 for 50. He was at 95 meters, perfectly where we were aiming. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's a freaking level 3, folks, and I just completely whiffed it. Come on, 10 gauge. Let's keep eye on him. Run him down here. Now we're gonna have to check every single bird flock. Mating call as he's running away. I can't risk shooting those guys. Our 3 could be over here. Man, I hope he's over here. Did they fly away already? Man, where did he go? I don't know if you guys saw that. Right when I shot, more birds started to land. Well, unfortunately, folks, I think we're going to go ahead and call it there. It's good to know that we have that on there. Before we do, let's head to our trophy lodge 2024, because now we've got a beautiful diamond red fox to add on there. Question is, where do we put it? Slowly but surely this thing is filling up, but we still got a lot of trophy plaques we got to fill up before the end of the year. I don't even know if it's possible to get this thing filled up before then. We'll see. We've been pretty lucky the past few nights. That being said, though, folks, appreciate everybody stop by. We'll see you guys on the